brother, sister, uncle, aunt, cousins. That's the kind of relationship. Many of those cases end up in court, yet they could be finalized at family level. So, however, because of the nature of our community, we end up going to court. Sometimes we can't avoid it, to find that the only solution we need, the parties need a third person to decide for them. And that third person is court.
Okay.
So it all depends on the nature really of the case.
Okay. So now, Maziro Kugama Somero, you've become a lawyer. Is there any pressure that is on that job?
Well, is there any pressure that's in the job? Well, I must say there is a lot of pressure. The pressure comes from the client because they have a problem. The pressure comes from meeting deadlines because court sets us deadlines. You don't do whatever you want at any time. Yes, we have a schedule. We have court has a diary. It comes up with schedules for us to do whatever we need to do, filing documents, appearing in court, and so on and so forth. We have those schedules. And because of the work sometimes can be overwhelming because you'll have different courts sitting at different times and you're not too many. And you have 3, 4, 5 cases coming up. Some of them have different stages. So the pressure is always there because you're dealing with people who are in conflict. They need a solution. Yes. If people have been arrested and they are at police or they have been remanded, their relatives want them out. They want bail or they want a case heard and concluded and they're either convicted or released. So the pressures are always there because of the demands. If your relative is in jail, you'll not sleep.
Of course.
You'll call me at midnight. Yet you know very well where do we get the sureties? So pressure so the pressure has to be there because it's like when you have a patient. Yes. Do you know?
No, doctor was
no, Sarah doctor. With the doctor, naba nakwerora tali okubanza kumurora nabandi ubona beje bari bamuteka pressure nejya gamba humura ukatayita nayo tujya gukora. So sometimes the pressure is there. Actually, most of the time the pressure is there. And in our training we are told that our course is not for the lazy. If you're lazy, you can't handle it. If you can't handle pressure, you can't handle it because there is always pressure. Yes.
So, I'm too lazy, you cannot be a lawyer.
Well, it depends. Sometimes lazy is good.
Okay. So now, when you're too lazy, you cannot
what I mean by what? Like, yes. What I mean is that the demands are there. For instance, if you're a government lawyer, say you are a state attorney, and you have to handle mountains and mountains of files. Like these state attorneys who represent the DPP, under the DPP, Director of Public Prosecutions. They handle criminal cases. They always have mountains of files. They have to peruse those files. They have to appear in court and do all those proceedings. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. I don't admire them. Because they have mountains and mountains of work. Every other day cases are filed in court, even as we are seated here. Countless cases are coming up in court. We are coming from a festive period, combined with an election period. Jails are full of people who are required to appear in court. Their files have to be processed. Those lawyers have to be involved in the processing of those files. They have to peruse them. It's a hell of work. And there are always pressures. There are pressures from their bosses. There are pressures from the conflicting parties, So you have to balance different stakeholder interests. There is the police. You are dealing with the police. You are dealing with the public, the people from the community. You're dealing with your fellow officers. You're dealing with your bosses. So all those,
there are so many people around you.
all those, yes, they are all, they all have interests which you must meet. So it's quite some work.
Oh. So my other question would be, when you become a lawyer, does it affect your relationship with family and friends, or?
Family and friends. Well, of course, every profession has its own character. And like when someone becomes a doctor, there's a character they take up by the virtue of the training. By the time you come out of that training, you're a certain kind of person. You look at life in a certain way, not like any other person, because you have been modeled. Nkuibumba boliteka mu rucuba likakuhita fali rundi likakuhaka mold kara haba mgovu mold. Yes, so the mold shapes you, so you're molded into a lawyer. Your reasoning, your way of approach to life will be different from those who are not lawyers. So I do not know whether it may affect your family and friends, but of course one way it affects is that you get another family. That's the legal fraternity. If you are going you went through law school, you have the people you've studied with, be it in your real class or those other years. Then when you join the legal fraternity, we have we have our law society. We have lawyers you meet all the time. And from the day you become a lawyer to the time you die, you'll always meet each other.
Okay.
Yes. So I would say it affects you in that you get that bigger family now. You belong to that legal fraternity, and you'll be there all your life.
Okay.
The clients you interact with, they come and go. The people you serve come and go. But the lawyers you meet don't go.
That's true.
Even if they become judges, you'll meet them. Whether they are serving the government, you'll meet each other, because you have those forums where you continuously meet. So at the original family level, I wouldn't say, strictly speaking, that it affects you in a way. Though now people will be looking up to you as the lawyer. They know the starting point when they're looking for advice, because you're one of them.
Oh. Okay. So from school to kutandika kukora, is it different obukuba olukola misomero na kuno ahead, or it is the same? Kwa kule they give you theory, at hano mko applying.
Is it the same? No, it is not.
It is not.
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually very different. Yes. In school, you're taught the ideals of the profession. You'll come out with these values you think about, of justice, of fairness, of being fair to everyone. And in the real world, there are other dynamics. The theory study does not necessarily provide a solution. The law does not provide a solution to every problem. So the reality gives a different dimension. That's why we go through the postgraduate program, where we study the practical part of the law.
Okay.
And most of that is learned through practice. The law school gives us the fundamentals, but we don't learn how to solve problems with those fundamentals. Solving problems comes through practice. And each time we practice, whether we're in the courtroom or in our chambers or wherever, we learn something new on how to solve problems. For example, learning to tell between a good case and a bad case. You must encounter, the case itself and see and interface with it and learn along the way. So, are they different? Yes, they are.
Okay.
Quite different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you start thinking different when you become a lawyer? You think totally different from these other people?
Quite. For me, I think the distinction between lawyers and other professionals is that lawyers learn, in my experience, I discovered that as I studied the program, the course along the way, I discovered that most of the rules we follow in our society are actually made by our predecessors. They are not from God or from nature. Most of the things we follow as, you know, do or die, were actually created by those who were there before us. And usually they were created by those who were in positions of power. And they became the law. And we assume it is either this or that. But years from now, 10, 15 years, you find that those rules are no longer applying. They're a new set of rules. So what does that bring about? I think it brings about a sense of freedom. For me, I think as a lawyer, I feel a greater sense of freedom than most other professions, than those who are in most other professions. That sense of freedom to say, look, there are rules, but whether they are written or unwritten, they are simply rules made by those who were here before us. They are not a representation of truth or falsehood, right or wrong. You understand me?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. And what are those misconceptions that people know about lawyers that are not true?
What are misconceptions that people know about lawyers that are not true? One common one, people say that lawyers are liars.
Yeah, I hear much about that.
That lawyers are liars. That is, I think, so what you'd call a cliché. Abantu bakubaza muno bagamba ngo abaloya bazebisobamu. But everybody tells a lie. At every point in time, you have told a lie at some point in time. The only person who does not tell a lie is a child who is not yet conscious. But when a human being is pushed into a corner, and to tell a lie would get them out, they'll tell a lie.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. So it's not true to say that lawyers are liars. Yes. It is only that by the nature of our work, people come to us because they are in trouble. They want a solution. Yes? And very often people tell us lies. Yes. You'll come to me, you tell me you have a problem with your boyfriend or your husband. But you don't tell me the real problem.
And you're seeing.
And you're seeing. Nongambire orwajo rwawe with no manya songa yenyine leterize.
Amazima nyo ni banga
Yes. Sometimes we go to court and during cross-examination of a witness, something comes up which the witness hid from me, and it causes problems. It can kill the case. Yes. So very often people lie, and it's part of human nature. It's not a preserve of lawyers. Every one of us knows it. The only person who does not lie is maybe a 5-year-old. Not so. No kumugamba ukibaza nagamba angambire nkibaza. So it's a misconception. Yeah, and two, when I was enrolling for my program, my university degree, I recall a relative telling me that I think you'll no longer, it will affect your Christian values. Can you imagine? He was saying, I think it will affect your Christian values. That's my worry. And well, I didn't comment because he was my benefactor, one of my benefactors. So, but in my heart, I doubted that. But I could see, imagine I'm at just the entry point and someone saying, when you become a lawyer, you can't be a Christian and a lawyer at the same time.
How?
Yeah? Because people assume that lawyers are sinners. Then for that matter, they should be Christian. Isn't it? Because I think even Jesus says he came for sinners. But the point is that really, to be a Christian and a lawyer, we even have something called Uganda lawyers, Christian Lawyers Fraternity. Yes, there's an organization called that, Christian Lawyers Fraternity. So the question of, that's another misconception, to think that lawyers are bad people who do the bad things. I think the difference between lawyers and other professionals is that lawyers play a role in doing the hard stuff, where you can't hide. You know, you can't hide behind religion. There are problems you must solve. If someone has committed a crime, he has committed a crime. There has to be a solution. And there has to be a process of bringing about that solution. Yes? You cannot say that if someone has committed a crime, whoever says it is right. There has to be a system which shows that this person actually committed it, the evidence is here, and that evidence has to be tested. So there's a legal system which is supposed to test that evidence, so that the right person is punished, not the wrong person. Omuntu warakutaho omusango kuntu ogukozire twagonza kutunga lawyer mulungi.
Of course.
Tenuko bitu nenkozi yebibi naye nija kutunga
nana naitaga lawyer.
Nane naitaga lawyer. Aho gambira enkozi yebibi takwetaga lawyer, then the system fails. Aho system ine kwoleka ngo omuntu ogu omusanga akaguchwako obujulizi embono kandi mazimako kandi hati enchwamu niyena. So system ekubebeta kukora then kumanyisa nkisana abantu olinyo bakamulesera omutera omusango ojja kumutera amavale bamwite haturaherera nka. So that system is there to help everybody. And even a criminal or an offender needs a lawyer to us to test the system. So the problem is that our systems sometimes have weaknesses, okay? Because they are not perfect, because they are made by human beings.
Akano sangole musanga ukoze to yamalira kusingira.
Yamalira kusingira. Habwa ebizibu bitali bimu na bimu. Ninko kugamba ijere abantu abasingira akaruru. Harahaba abagurutya ngo nakagomisa akaruru akatese.
Urubange bakabwiba.
Tubirimu? Urubange bakabwiba rundi nanka akagulira. Habakuba nsite n'kweli. Ubirambe baho mu politics tutagira ngo mu system yetu ya judiciary ya justice system tukuja kubaho. Abako abantu nibo bamo. Abantu abalimo the lawyers n'abali mu police n'abali mu politics. Ubona bazaroha. The lawyers are not coming from Tanzania. The politicians are not coming from Sudan. Itena tuluvant kan tuluvant bamo. No sanga. The lawyer is from the same mother. The politician is from the same mother. Tenuko. Ituwena nyina itono okubihangala itunelemu. So values zaitu tizkwahukana muno. You've heard of people accusing pastors of stealing.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah? So many. So so society to values zayo they cut across. Yes, so don't expect a lawyer to be perfect when the politician is not perfect. No, we are the same people. We are from the same. Or the values of people in UK cannot be the same values as us here or the Americans. Okay, because we are nurtured by a different environment. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Hati, what really happens in court?
In court? Where do I start from? A lot happens. Maybe...
Otuongera msango, you're a lawyer, wagenda mkoti. What should a client expect?
Well, let me start with how the case reaches court. As lawyers, we prepare the paperwork. We interview you, we interview your witnesses, we put those on paper. Whatever you tell us, we put on paper. We have the nature of papers we have to file in court. We have our procedures that we follow. So we draft those papers according to our rules and guidelines. The papers are ready, we file them. Court, now when we file them, supposing you have a case against someone, when we file those papers, we have to serve copies on the other person. So and so you have been sued. Okay? we have court issues what is called summons. Okay, so court summons are served on the other person,
okay,
who is required to file his defense. Unaiwe tekamu ijo yisoborera olunaka akunyegerera kutera omusango iyo no yagamba hoki. Court ne kwakaire. Okay, it gives you 15 days within which to file your defense. Okay, every kuno tande kubabira ba utakafiling your defense oine ekumaisa no botaine defense. Kuba haba ensonga yakuleterize kutafiling a defense mukaira kataito mukaira akasemerire. Ino kusaba court yorusa yakuongezea akaire filing a defense yao. Nachitegereza. So both parties have filed their documents. Okay. Court nija kubeta. Okay. This is what we call now summons for directions. Nebeta embaju ibiri mwikara kwikiraniza nkoko. Obuhandike bukwetagisa obundi na steps ezindi zikwetagisa nkoko zira flowing. You come up with a schedule. Gamba kanduko nanka na nanka tujja kiteka mukiro nanka na nanka. Nuko file into building a file again. Embaju zone. Obuhandike na steps ezindi zikwetagwa kukorwa zikozirwe. Then hasobora kuba ho omuhambaju ibiri urundi court on its own hasokuba ho kusaba file wenu kugutwara mwa what we call a mediator. Okay, what's a mediator mutora?
Owal hagati na hagati.
Omuntu waraba asoko
kugenda mu hagati.
Teranize embaju ibiri. Court can refer that matter to a mediator on its own initiative or a party, one of you. Omuhambaju ezibiri asokusaba court ngo musango gundi bagutwara mediator alenga kubateraniza. That's
then
one.
If it fails?
If he fails, it comes back. Yes. The responsibility goes back to court to now go into litigation. So those are the preliminary stages.
Okay.
The early stages of the case. But those stages can take long or short depending on the court schedule. Yes.
Okay. So thank you so much. Gambera haba kutura for TV ebigambo bitu byokumalira. Hawe ensonga y'obwire.
Yes. Ebigambo byokumalira biba bingi. Maybe I would say that one, I want to thank you for hosting me.
Welcome.
Yes, I really appreciate it. I think I also thank our audience that tunes in to follow our program. I want to say it is not a common program, and I would encourage our audience to keep tuning in and follow this program, because we have a lot of things we need to share. There are a lot of things which are misunderstood, both on our part, but also on the part of the audience or the public.
Okay.
So we need to learn from each other. How I wish we had a feedback mechanism from our audience so that we get to know what they have to say. And if they have questions, they can always ask those questions and we answer them when we meet here so that we can enrich our program.
Okay.
And I have to say that the law is a must all the time, and the legal profession will always be there, because as long as society exists, there will always be a law. Everything in life has some laws, some rules. Otherwise, if there are no rules, it will be disorganized. Even the jungle where animals live, there are rules which come by nature, by instinct, by nature. You find that animals are able to live together, and where certain animals know that there is danger there, they take their precautions. They don't reach there. So that kind of thing, even society always has rules. Okay. So it's not something we can run away to. Instead, we should embrace it and see how to benefit from it mutually.
Okay, thank you so much. So abakutura for TV obora bwine chikaguzo chao cho narundika obora bwine kintu chone chokwetaga kumanya no so commentinga so that the next time we are hosting Apoli ayongere ku enlighting on your question, ayongere no kusobora haleke kyokwenda kwetegereza about law. Producer Malik niwabere aliyo kuna tukoraho